Hi everyone, welcome back to Fountain Pen Deluxe. So recently I got the itch to do some stationery window shopping, and do you know what that means? Merry early Christmas to me. So these are from some of my favorite stationery shops, and we're going to start off with Pinky Elephant. I've been finding myself going to Pinky Elephant for a lot of my Japanese stationery needs. They always have something fun and new in stock. This is a new clampy clip that has glitter in it. I picked up the blue. I think it's going to go perfectly with my Louise Carmen pocket in saffron. It has blue drips on it, so I think it's a nice match. So that's the plan for that clampy. You know I love a clampy. And then this is my very first La Dolce Vita purchase. I actually picked up something else from them too in this order. This is their daily 365 calendar. And I picked it up because every other calendar is sold out, and although I did purchase an Eric Small Things calendar, I had one last year and I feel like maybe it will be a little bit repetitive. So I wanted to get something different, and I think this one's going to be really cute to use on some of my journal pages. The next La Dolce Vita item is this clear folder. It has a secretarial pocket on one side and a slip pocket on the other side. I think this is a B6 slim size because it fits really nicely under the elastic on the front of my Louise Carmen Honoré, which is an A5 slim. And I think it's cute. I don't usually feel a connection with drawings of random people, but it's kind of growing on me. So I think it's going to be really functional, and I'll just use it to store some of my stickers and ephemera. And then one of the great things about Pinky Elephant is that they offer samples of stickers and pet tape for a really low price. I think these were about $1, and it lets you try stickers and designers that you haven't tried before. So these are from Ivy Snow, and they are the label stickers that sort of look like price tags. I've been so into them lately, and I feel like these have a winter vibe to them with the trees and the snow, and this is like a squirrel eating a piece of bread or something. I don't know. I just like to put them on my pages with some washi tape to jazz things up, so those are really cute. This is also a new to me designer. This is by Loy Design, sort of a vintage feel. So this first one is Roses in the Dusk, and it's like little frames, and I think those are really cute. And the next one is A Tale of Us, and it's like little vintage hands and designs. Not really my aesthetic, but again, good to try. And then I picked up this Wong Yun Lei small buttons that are kiss cut. Just a bunch of little round stickers that are good for sticking anywhere random. And then, of course, some Yohaku washi tape. It's my favorite. So the first is this gilded roll of sticky notes. It's called Snowflake, and it has the silver foiling on it. I tried fountain pen, gel, and ballpoint works the best, but I thought those were really nice for winter. And then two washi tapes. The first is called Ticket, and you can cut them out or use it on the roll. They're like little tickets, so cute. And the other one is called Moon and Star. I thought I was getting a plain black and white one, but this one looks like it has some tan and maybe some light blue, but I think it's still neutral and good for winter, so I'm sure I'll be using that a lot. So I'm just going to stick my stickers back into my folder, and that is my Pinky Elephant haul. Next up, we have another stationery shop favorite, Atlas Stationers. Of course, they're so close to me being in Chicago. My order always comes really quickly, which is great since I am impatient. And I just got a bunch of random stuff from them, but I love all of it. The first are some pens. So I got some La Flex. I'll show a swatch of them later. And I got a Uniball 1P in coffee. I've been wanting that color for a while, and I've had the hardest time finding refills for my other Uniball 1Ps, so I just decided to get the entire pen and make it easy on myself. Then we have some more washi tape. This is BGM, and it's a slim washi tape, which I love to use at the top of my pages since I used the Midori index clips to mark my days. These are some of my favorite things that I got in this order. It's my first time trying anything from CoraCreaCrafts, and they are a pin and a pendant, a moon and star, and the pendant is so cool. There's like a clip on the end, so you can clip it onto the front of a planner or journal or even on a planner bag, and it just kind of hangs down and adds some bling to your planner, and it just kind of clinks around, and it's So nice. And I think that was $9 and the pin was $4, so affordable. They had another set that I didn't pick up that I now am kicking myself that I wish I would have, but anyway, highly recommend. Then I have a Hobonichi basic stencil because I've been using it every day and I wanted one for my desk. These are some Midori index clips. So these are the ones that I use, but Atlas had this marked as a new item. And at first I thought I was getting a different size because these are medium and I didn't know what size I had originally. But I think the difference is actually that the new clips are made out of brass. And previously you could just get silver or gold toned, and I don't think they had brass. So it's the same size medium, it's just in a new material, which is brass. Then I sort of broke a promise to myself and bought a full bottle of ink without sampling it first. This is Wearinguel Dracula, which has been on my list for a while. It's a beautiful shimmer ink. It has great reviews, and it will go really nicely with the pen that we'll be looking at shortly. I also picked up this DeAtramentis Apple Blossom Pink, which had really good reviews as well for a nice legible pink. And then some more tapes. I really am on a tape binge. So you know that I am absolutely loving these Mind Wave Landscape series tapes. This time I picked one up in Moonlight, which is what we're looking at now, and then also Dusk, so you can cut them out and use them as little scenes or just use the tape, and they melt into the page. These are probably my favorite though. These are the BGM clear tape, and this is the film collection. So this one is yellow, but it looks kind of pink, and the whole concept is that it's like a film negative, and they're really pretty scenes of landscapes or flowers, and there's little writing on the tape so it looks like it's from a camera roll. I love these. They're so cute and so aesthetic. I'm definitely going to be getting some more of this in different colors. So yeah, I don't know what it is with me and tapes recently. I need to slow my roll. And then a pen. This is the first TWSBI I've bought in a few years, actually. It wasn't on my radar because I thought it was red, but upon closer inspection, it's really more of a magenta, and it's so beautiful. This is the TWSBI Eco Plum with Onyx. So the trim is black, as is the nib, and it's just, I don't know, I love it. I love the color. It's so deep and beautiful, and I love that it's a demonstrator. I got an extra fine nib. It's the second extra fine TWSBI that I have. So we will do some ink swatching and see which ink is the winner to go into the TWSBI, and see how it writes, because sometimes coated nibs can write a little bit differently. So let's take a closer look at all this stuff in action. All right, everybody, we're back to dig in a little deeper to the things that I got from Atlas Stationers and Pinky Elephant. And before I swatch my new inks to choose which one will go into my gorgeous, gorgeous TWSBI, which I'm really in love with this color, I wanted to mention a couple of things. First, I thought that these Midori index clips were new because they were medium size. These are the brass, but actually I have the gold medium size and they are the exact same size. So I guess the small size might be new. Maybe it's the brass that's new. Anyway, for whatever it's worth, heads up, I guess these will patina over time. I think in the past they only had gold and silver tone, but not brass. So that's exciting. So two of the things that I'm a little bit surprised that I love so much are these two charms that I got from CoraCreaCrafts. I got a Dream Diamond pin, and this is my favorite, the Moon Pendant clip. This clip, it's like on a chain, and then when you open it up, it's just, I have it clipped to this book here, so it can be inside or it can be outside. It just jangles really satisfyingly, and it's just a clip here. You could clip it to your notebook cover, you could clip it to a book. I think you can clip it to a planner bag. Yeah, you could. I don't want to stretch mine out too much. So you clip it to your planner bag and then it just hangs down like some bling. And this is the pin that I got. And these were so affordable. I think this pin was like $5. And this awesome moon pendant clip was $8 or $9. I want to go get the other one. There are 2 styles total, and so there was another one of this and another one of this pin. I should have gotten them, but I didn't know if I would like it. It's such nice quality. Like, even when you get the pins from the Superior Labor, they don't come with, a lot of them don't come with the locking backs. So I've lost quite a few of them, very frustratingly. I even ordered some locking backs off of Amazon, but they haven't worked that well. But this comes with a locking back, and I'm just in love with this pendant clip. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to clip it right onto the front of my Sterling Ink Common Planner and have it hanging out or just hanging on the inside. I love that so much. And then here is the brass Midori clip in action. I also have one. This is an older one. This is the gold toned up here. Okay, so those are the clips. Before I move away from my planner, I swatched all of these washi tapes that I got, and they're awesome. So first at the top, I swatched the Le Pens. This is pale mauve and this is brown. I forgot that Le Pen makes regular felt tip pens and not flex. So these are just regular felt tip. And if I knew that, I would have gotten a black, but I already have a black flex Le Pen. But these are the washi tapes that I got. My favorite are definitely the BGM clear tapes. It's like a little roll of film. Then you can see the Mind Wave. They're so nice. Those are also clear. And then the Yohaku, one of them looks like tickets, which is cute because you can just cut them off individually and use them like that. And then I got this one too. I don't know why I chose this one. I thought that I was getting like a black and white, but it also has some tan. But I mean, that's okay. It's still very neutral. Oh yeah, and these are the Yohaku sticky notes that are on the roll. And it has some silver foiling, which I think is really nice for the holidays. So, I know it seems like I got so much tape, and I did. I can't help myself. I'm on like a washi tape, clear pet tape buying spree. Oh, I love this too. I love slim washi tapes for the top of my pages because I put clips on them, so I like to reinforce them so that they don't get torn up. You can see right there. Usually I put tape on the top. But let me show you what the new one looks like. It was perfect because the top was getting all weird. Right here was getting, you can see it like crumpled and cut and destroyed. That just goes along the top. It's just a little border. So nice. All right, enough yapping. Let's talk about ink and what we're putting in this TWSBI. So I wanted to do a big swatch and then do my color cards. We have one shimmer ink, which is Dracula Wearinguel, and we have one scented ink, which is DeAtramentis Apple Blossom. And this just smells like a really clean, fresh, light apple lotion. So that's good. It's not too offensive. And let's move us in here. My husband got me set up with a little tripod so I can bring us closer to the action, which is fun. Okay. I'm going to put these in my new folder, which I love. I usually don't go for folders that have designs of people on them because, I don't know, I just don't usually feel a connection to that type of style, but I think this is so handy and it's pretty cute. Let's swatch our new ink. I'm so excited. Let's do the DeAtramentis first. I'm going to put down a nice big blob. I read some reviews on Van Ness about this and people really loved it. They said that it was a perfect, it's advertised as a red, but they said it was like a perfect pink, a legible pink color. I promised myself I wasn't going to buy full bottles of ink anymore before trying them, but you can see that that's going well. That actually seems like a perfect match right off the bat with my new TWSBI. It's like, it's literally perfect. Oh, I love it. But you know, the great thing about TWSBIs is that they handle shimmer ink so well. So let's try out this Wearinguel Dracula. I've had this on my wish list for a while. People love this ink. I figured that it must be popular for a reason. So let's see. Definitely a more red color, typical red, but I've heard that it has like a pink undertone and it dries down kind of pinkish, and then the shimmer in it is, people say it's a blue shimmer, but it looks pink to me. Maybe that's because of the red. All right, so let's get our Kakamori dried off here and go back in with Dracula for a writing swatch. I usually don't go for reds very often. They just seem a little bit aggressive sometimes. So let's see how those dry. I think that they actually both look like pretty good options, but I do think it looks like the DeAtramentis is the winner right now. But actually the shimmer in the Dracula matches that really nicely, and it's very legible. So we'll just have to see. I think I'm going to go for, even though the DeAtramentis looks like a perfect match, I think I'm going to go for the Dracula. Since this is a TWSBI, this is an extra fine, but I've never had any issues with shimmers in any of my TWSBIs. All right, let's let this dry. We'll come back and check it in a minute. This is starting to dry, and you can see that the Wearinguel has this amazing pink shimmer in it. You know, I just can't say no to that. Interestingly, the DeAtramentis is feathering a little bit up here. I don't think that will be an issue with a fine nib, but just a note. All right, let's go for the Dracula. Am I going to clean this out first? I don't think I am. Should I dip test maybe so we can see how the nib looks? If we're going to do that, I think I'll do the DeAtramentis first, since it doesn't have any shimmer in it. So let's just dunk it a little bit. So this is TWSBI. I keep forgetting what the name of this is. It's Onyx Plum. Well, that looks cool. You know, I realized that I haven't bought a TWSBI since 2023. When I bought some limited edition pinks that were retired. The light pink and the dark pink. Okay, well that looks really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's check out the Wearinguel next. Give it a little shake. Sometimes the nib size changes the ink that you think that you'll like. And this is only my second extra fine TWSBI in my collection. Sometimes black nibs can feel a little bit different since they have a coating on them, but this one feels good. And that shimmer is still coming through really, really well. I love the feedback. All right, well, what do we think? Let's make a final decision. Still kind of drying with the Dracula, but there that is. And then at the bottom, we have the two colors. And then here is the pen. Wow, the DeAtramentis is really starting to feather now. That's not good. It looks fine in this writing though. What do we think? It's the Dracula for sure. Okay, let's do this. I don't think I'm going to clean this first. I think I'm just going to go for it, which I know can be a mistake sometimes. I'm gonna dunk it and get a nice big fill. Ooh, pretty. I love the fact that it's a demonstrator and you can see all of the shimmer in there. And I had that all the way down to the bottom, so I think I got a lot of shimmer, actually. So we'll have to see how that goes. Fun. I'm excited. Let's see, what was the last, I guess the last pen I bought was that, the Platinum Milky Way, but still, it feels like, I don't know if that one counts because it's not like a regular fountain pen. Cool. I like that a lot. And then, of course, we have to go back here and make a note in our ink log. So juicy. And today is 12/19/25. Okay, there we go. So that is my little haul. Look at all of that shimmer. And I like this a lot. Perfect for the season. All right, well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Definitely check out that CoraCreaCrafts at Atlas. So cool. Talk to everybody later. Bye.